Looking for cheap NBA 2K MT coins or Madden coins? Head over to buy2kmut.com for the cheapest coins online and use code Massa for 20% off your order. So welcome back to another My League Rebuild here on NBA 2K20, and in today's video, we are going to be doing part 2 of what I think could be the biggest blockbuster trade this offseason, Ben Simmons for CJ McCollum. So if you guys didn't see my video a couple days ago, it was basically doing the Portland Trailblazers side of this. Today, we're going to be doing the Philadelphia 76ers side, CJ McCollum. I've put the trade through already. If you guys don't know what the trade is, basically it's Ben Simmons straight up for CJ McCollum, Anthony Simons, a 2021 top 10 protected pick, and a 2022 second round pick. Now, before I do get into this, I did get this video idea, from Six Rings' video that he made on his second channel, kind of, like reacting to some blockbuster trades that could happen this offseason. I want to give credit where credit is due. The link to that, if I can remember to put it in the description again, I will try, but if not, it's in the description of my Ben Simmons Trailblazers rebuild. So, yeah, CJ McCollum today. Definitely going to be interesting. Now, I kind of gave my thoughts on, this whole trade in my video the other day. So if you really want to go watch or go, I don't know, listen to those thoughts, then go make sure to check out the other video after this. But yeah, I don't want to just sit here and repeat myself. The trade is what it is. Will it happen? Probably not, but it's just a fun idea. So without further ado, let's hop into this one. So I simulated all the way up to the NBA draft this year. Funny enough, we actually did win the championship, like while simming. I don't know. But yeah, the trade went through. As you can see, CJ McCollum is the newest member of the Philadelphia 76ers, so it means Josh Richardson probably will no longer be here. I'm kind of disappointed about Thibault because I kind of wanted him to be my shooting guard going forward, but again, different conversation. So if you guys didn't hear me or want to see what the actual trade was, it was Ben Simmons, CJ McCollum, Anthony Simons, a 2021 first round pick, top 10 protected, and then a 2022 second round pick. So yeah, that was that. It's not going to be fun not to have Ben Simmons. He's obviously a huge part of the 76ers team, and a little bit of success they've had so far. So we do have a couple seconds here. I don't really plan on taking anybody in the second round, so this is not a realistic rebuild just because, the value, I guess, is kind of fair on the trade. I'm not even going to say it's fair, but just because this is, a proposed trade does not mean this is a realistic rebuild. Some people got that a little confused in my Trailblazers rebuild, but it's cool. As always, if you guys do have any other video ideas, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. If you like any of those ideas, make sure to just hit the up arrow on that one, and I will obviously, try to get to it the best I can. So let's head into this offseason now. As I mentioned, not going to be drafting anybody. I did, sign a couple new guys. I can't even see my staff right now. I don't think I will show. Oh, no, yes, I'm blind. So Dylan Thorpe stayed. I signed Owen Masters. Brett Brown stayed just because he did win us a championship, actually. It's just, I didn't show it. Peterson I signed. James Graham I signed. And then Randy Martin I signed. So yeah, that's our front office and our staff per se. Let's set up the team player options. Ferdinand Korkmaz can come back. I don't know if, he'll be on this team for a long time, but we'll see. Norvel Pell, no thank you. Mariel Shayok, probably not. So I've really never seen either of them play. I don't plan on having, guys under 70 overalls on this team. It just doesn't really make much sense. So we're in the market for a point guard. That kind of goes without being said. And we have a couple shooting guards here, definitely a couple of which could be in some trades. So we'll see what we got to do there. Harrison Korkmaz, I don't mind. Al Horford's going to be a tough one for me to keep moving forward. He's probably just going to regress. And then I don't play with injuries on, so Joel Embiid should not have any issues going forward. So I'm going to make a trade or two. Let's get into that. I don't know if Memphis is going to do this deal. It's actually sometimes really hard to trade for Jaren Jackson Jr., but I'll give up a decent amount of... Okay, he's totally untouchable. That's weird. I feel like he's sometimes really, hard and untouchable like he is there, and then... That sounded really weird. He's hard and untouchable. And then sometimes he's super easy to trade for, which is just one of those things. I got Kevin Love in a video the other day, and I don't have a ton of money to go out and, kind of spend. Brandon Clark... Low-key does interest me a little bit. Julius Randle. If I'm going to be trading for somebody, again, it can't be somebody making a ton of money, which is kind of the unfortunate part. So, Markkanen, low-key would also really interest me a lot. I don't know if this one's going to go through. It actually might. The value's kind of there. We could definitely get Lauri Markkanen, actually. I don't want to give up the Portland pick. Actually, yes, I do. They're not going to be... Okay, cool. Lauri Markkanen, welcome to Philadelphia. So, he's going to be our new power forward. I really like him next to Joel Embiid. So, at this point... Korkmaz will stay. I just need a backup power forward. Embiid's not going to have a backup, so let's see. Actually, do we have bird rights on anybody first and foremost? Let's see. No, we do not. So we're going in looking for some power forwards. Dario Saric. So I bring Dario back to Philadelphia. I feel like I kind of like Jeremy Grant a little bit more though. I'll give Jeremy Grant a 2-year deal worth just over $18 million if he wants to come in. Yes, he does. So the rest of this team is gone, and I'm actually kind of happy to see where this team will go. Hopefully, Chris Paul doesn't regress too much and can be a really solid point guard for us. And also, you got the start of year number 1 of the rotation. So we're here at the start of year number 1, and Chris Paul actually didn't even regress. So I'm actually super pumped about that one. But he and CJ McCollum are going to be our backcourt. You know, it's obviously not CJ and Dame, but CJ and Chris Paul is, you know, a really solid backcourt in the NBA. Tobias Harris still in here at small forward. I'm not a huge Tobias Harris fan here in, you know, 2K. We'll see if he'll last. Probably not, though, to be honest with you. Lauri Markkanen, our new power forward here. Really excited what he can do here. And then, obviously, you know, Joel Embiid. Thank God I don't play with injuries on. Bench looks like this. Matthijs Thybulle. I cannot pronounce the dude's name for the life of me. I apologize. I get a comment about it every time he pops up in a video. Jeremy Grant here as well. Really good stretch for Ferdinand Korkmaz, and then Anthony Simons. So I'm hoping this team can do really well for us. They're looking like they're going to be a really solid team. I really like this whole rotation in general. That about does it for me. I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. So we finish out year number 1 here with a record of 51-31. Not a bad first season at all. You know, I was hoping maybe for somewhere more around 55 wins, but I'll still take it. Giannis, MVP, surprise, surprise. Wiseman wins Rookie of the Year, ended up getting drafted by Detroit, probably top 3, I would imagine. Yeah, number 2. Brandon Clark, 6-man. I was considering trading for him for a second. Not bad stats at all for him. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, not much you can say there. Porzingis, most improved. I've actually seen him, you know, get up to like close to 30 points per game a lot. It's actually really cool to see. Never know, maybe. If injuries, you know, don't bite him in the ass in your life, definitely a possibility that him and Doncic could potentially be one of, if not the best 1-2 punch in the league in 5 to 10 years. Kenny Atkinson does win Coach of the Year. Okay, so we're in the playoffs, obviously. We're a 3 seed. That's not too bad. I mean, the East is kind of like considered, you know, not the the worser. Worser is not a word, like the second best of the 2 conferences, I guess. But it's still a pretty good conference nonetheless. So Brooklyn, Boston did end up beating us out over in the East, or excuse me, in the West. We would have been tied for the number 2 seed. So player stats here, led in scoring by Joel Embiid. CJ McCollum was second. Tobias Harris. Chris Paul with a really, really solid year of 17 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals per game for him. 47% from the field. That is absolutely awesome to see. Marketing, not too bad. Looks like our scoring was like decently spread out, which I really do like to see. Thybulle, I'm sure, played some unbelievable defense. Team stats in the year, points per game. Oh boy, maybe not the best there. Defensively, we were the best though, and it actually did give us the second best differential, just behind Brooklyn by 0.6 points. So first round here, we got Atlanta. Trae Young, Anthony Edwards, they drafted. DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella. That's a really good and really young team. Obviously, you know, we have a couple more veteran players on this team, but I definitely still think that we should probably be able to get by them. Okay, seriously? This game just loves young players, doesn't it? It really does. Well, Brett Brown, it was fun having you here. Unfortunately, you're fired. So Denver actually goes on to win the finals in 5. Nikola Jokic is your finals MVP against Toronto. So I guess that's a little bit of a surprise there. I didn't even see what seed Denver was. I don't think they were the 1 seed, though. So let's head up to the draft lottery. I do not believe we're going to have any picks in this year's draft. I don't think that Portland pick probably fell anywhere. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it. So do we have the Portland pick? We have 26 on our own. Oh, I traded. God damn it. It was 16, so that's not the end of the world, but I forgot I traded that pick. I think that was in maybe the Lauri Markkanen deal. So Jordan Malone, I would like to sign here, and then I am going to move on from Brett Brown. I think do I want Mike D'Antoni? I'm actually going to take Jacob Underwood. Jacob Underwood wants to come here. Okay, I'm going to take Jacob Underwood over Jordan Malone, and then yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Our staff is now all set. Let's head up to the draft. I don't really know. Like, I want to draft somebody, but part of me is like, this team's like already really like established. I don't really feel like a rookie would help, but I'm going to see, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all these picks together and see how high I can get. Could I maybe get that pick back from the Bulls? Whoop, that's the second overall pick. Can I get 16 back? Okay, that was probably way too much for 16, but I'll sit here and draft somebody at 16. Again, it's probably not going to be somebody that contributes a ton. Maybe we'll come off the bench. Maybe if we look to get rid of Simons or something like that. So let's see. Isaiah Todd is here. Actually, he does pretty well, and so does Scotty Barnes. I think I'm going to take Isaiah Todd, and then I think maybe Jeremy Grant will move on from. Just all depends. So let's see what overall Isaiah Todd is. He's going to be a 74 overall. That's not too bad in the slightest. Chris Paul's, I mean, obviously going to accept that. I was going to bring him back anyways. So I'm really pumped about this team. I mean, not a ton's going to change. I'm going to consider maybe moving Tobias Harris. I do want to get Markkanen on a nice contract extension. I'm not going to, you know, glitch the game and just give him his qualifying offer just because we're already in salary cap hell anyways. I mean, we have no money, so it's not even really worth it for me. So I'll wait till either Markkanen, you know, gets an offer or something like that, or I guess I'll see you guys with a trade. So Jeremy Grant jumps up at small forward to an 80 overall, and also I just realized I didn't have bird rights on Ferdinand Korkmaz, so he's just going to leave, and I'm just going to move Grant down to small forward, and Isaiah Todd's going to come in and be my new backup power forward. So Tobias Harris, I'm still a little like iffy on. It would have to be somebody like really good probably for me to make the move, just because there's not that, it's like a weird area right there where like there's not that many players that are a lot better than Tobias Harris that I can easily trade for, if you know what I'm saying. Like ones that come to mind, like maybe Chris Middleton, Jimmy. Oh, wow, Jimmy Butler. I just saw, I wasn't thinking Jimmy Butler. His name just popped up. Mitchell Robinson. Russell Westbrook? What? like, I kind of want to get Russell Westbrook just because, like, I never get Russell Westbrook, and the opportunity doesn't come up a lot. I don't want to trade Chris Paul, though. I don't want to trade Chris Paul. All right, I'm pulling the trigger. Russell Westbrook, welcome to Philadelphia. I never get him, and it's not that I get Chris Paul a lot either. It's just Chris Paul's also 36. I mean, he's 32, but 4 years actually is a lot of time, whether you believe it or not. So now Chris Paul's got to, get traded. Let me figure that out. I have no idea if Miami's going to take this. I'm going to try to get Jimmy Butler, back in Philadelphia. I'm going to try to do it without giving up any firsts. Probably not going to happen. I'll give you 1 first. I'll give you 2 first. I'm capping it at 2, though. All right, they agreed to that. So Jimmy Butler's back in Philly. I mean, obviously his stint in Philadelphia didn't work out a ton, whether that was, the whole team's fault, Ben Simmons' fault, Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons isn't even here anymore. Russell Westbrook is kind of the new, face in town. So I'm actually really excited to see how Russell Westbrook and Jimmy Butler can, pair together. And then CJ McCollum is still here. Like, CJ McCollum's not just some, unrecognized doofus. Like, he's going to be really good for us. And then Markkanen hopefully is going to progress super well. And then, my opinion, the best center in the league here in Joel Embiid. So that's 9 guys moving forward. Russell Westbrook's just a guy I never get. So if you're mad at me for that one, I apologize. But that's going to be it. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2 of the rotation. So year number 2, we are here with our new, rotation. We have 2 new starters on this team. Russell Westbrook, CJ McCollum, Jimmy Butler, Lauri Markkanen, and then Joel Embiid. Bench is pretty similar. Thibault, Grant, Simons, and then just 1 new addition here in and Isaiah Todd. Jesus Christ. So we're all set. I'm hoping this team can be a top 2 seed. That would be really awesome. And I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So Luka Doncic wins the MVP award here at the end of year number 2. 32 points, 10.5 rebounds, 9 assists. I mean, what can you say? The dude is just absolutely unbelievable. 61 and 21 on the year for us. Very, very excited about that. Bol is your rookie of the year. I don't know. I cannot pronounce this dude's. I'm gonna give it a try. Onyeka Okongwu. I'm sorry. Anthony Davis is your defensive player of the year. Darius Garland, most improved still in Cleveland. Yes, he is. And then Jacob Underwood does win coach of the year for us. So very, very excited about that as we are a 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. Take a look at the standings, though. Wow, 8 games ahead of Milwaukee over there in the West. Wow, best record in the NBA. Phoenix. I don't know about that one, but good for them. Player stats on the year, let in scoring by Joel Embiid, then Markkanen and Russell Westbrook was still solid. It's going to come down to, I think I probably will still take him, over Chris Paul, but it's a little bit of debate there. Jimmy Butler, good Lord. Damn, CJ. God damn, CJ. All right, well, is what it is. Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons, Thibault, I can't pronounce his name. And then our rookie there, Isaiah Todd. Points per game, we were, again, not very high. Wow, we were actually like the 6th worst team in the league. Defensively, though, we were the best, and somehow we had the best differential. I don't really get it, but I guess we're playing an old style of basketball where defense was, a lot more appreciated. Kyle Lowry, Alec Burks, Jonathan Isaac, Pascal Siakam, and Bol, and they have Hassan Whiteside. Yeah, that is the Toronto Raptors rotation right there. Let's see if we can, maybe get out of the first round this year. That would be pretty cool. And also, I'm not trading CJ McCollum no matter what. This is basically like a CJ McCollum rebuild, even though I'm making like a god squad around him. It still is rebuild. We do end up beating Toronto in 5 games. Moving on to take on Chicago here in round number 2. LaMelo Ball, they drafted Zach LaVine, Troy Brown Jr., Jabari Parker. They are playing instead of, obviously, Lauri Markkanen, who's on our team. Kobe White coming off the bench. That's a tough one. They have a little bit of a log jam there at their guard spots. But let's see what we can do here. We're up 2-0 on Charlotte. Jesus Christ. Chicago real quick. They win the next 2 at home. 3-2. And can we go on to the Eastern Conference Finals? Yes, we can. We got Giannis and the Bucks right here. George Hill, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis. They signed DeMarcus Cousins. That would be scary if they could do that this offseason. Like, Boogie's just like, he just has injury problems. Other than that, like, he's still a really, really good center. I don't know. Is what it is, though. We are going to the NBA Finals. We got Memphis here, though. They're a 3 seed. John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Kawhi Leonard. Always signs with Memphis. I don't get it. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Clark. All right, that is not going to be an easy matchup at all. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost that one. We're 2-2 with them right now. We go up 3-2. Okay. We're battling a little bit here. We're in Memphis. If I can, hop in and get some gameplay. I wouldn't. Okay, come on. Hold it. Oh, my God, we're going to win. Let's go. I'll see you guys in the next. Alrighty now, here in Memphis, obviously, very excited to be getting this team a championship. CJ McCollum. This is kind of his rebuild, so I do want to use him a little bit. Can I just get... Okay, I butchered that. Everything feels so laggy right now. I don't know why that is. It's been happening a lot recently, but right down to M... God damn it. Oh, brother. All right, Russ has got 13 points in the night, which just, isn't great. But again, Russell Westbrook's not a guy I get to use a lot. Neither is Joel Embiid. So I'm going to definitely take full advantage of using, hopefully both of them. Russell Westbrook up to the... Oh, my God. God damn, Russ. Russ smells that ring, and he wants it real bad. I still probably would have preferred getting CP3 a ring over Russ, but it is what it is. Can't have both. So yeah, John Morant here. It's kind of funny because like John Morant got compared to Russell Westbrook a lot, and it's kind of like the now versus the future, which I guess they're both in the NBA Finals, so they're both the now, I guess. But still, it's obviously very interesting to see Kawhi on. That's just gonna cook Thibault right there. It sucks. All right, probably do 1 or 2 more possessions. I don't love gameplay that takes up like 5 minutes in a. Is that a foul? Okay. I don't love gameplay. It takes up like a whole 5 minutes in a video. It just seems like a way too stretched out amount of time for it. So, Russ, let's see if we can hit some free throws here if this dude ever wants to give me the basketball. All right. First free throw for Russ is going to be up, and it's good. Green and white, surprisingly. Look at me. It doesn't happen often, so, I like to take advantage of it when it does. Second free throw, also a green light. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Who is this? Looks like they kind of quit and they have their backups in. Is this dude their point guard? He looks like he's like 6'8". Little wannabe Cade Cunningham, I guess. I should have said like Magic Johnson or something. But all right, Greg Monroe. Oh my God. Is this Dylan Brooks on CJ McCollum? He's gonna miss that one. Oh my. All right, I'm going to end that one there. Joel Embiid has 36 points, 11 boards, and 4 assists. I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. I'm going to say probably Joel Embiid, and yeah, it was almost 29 points, 13.5 rebounds. I mean, the dude's an absolute stud. What can you say? So we head into this final offseason right here, offseason number 3. Let's head up to the draft lottery. I think we traded pretty much all our picks, but I will show you guys this here real quick. Wow, Houston's actually has the number 1 projected pick. Of course, they fall all the way to 5. That sucks, but let's head. I think staff signing were good as well. Yeah, whole front office is good. Let's head up to the NBA draft now, see if okay, I won't draft Joe Nobody. Let's see if we have any picks. I don't believe we do. We do not. So not going to be taking anybody there. Let's head up to team player options now. Yeah, definitely don't really need to draft a rookie this late. So Butler and Westbrook, except Thibault's coming back as well. I might try to look to trade Jimmy Butler. I don't know. I definitely want to sign Simons back just because, Jimmy Butler, like he doesn't, obviously he's one of the better two-way players in the league still, but he doesn't really do it for me. I don't know why. That sounds, again, super suspicious. So Simons is a restricted free agent. Okay, so if I'm going to make a trade for Jimmy Butler, I'll kind of show you guys the process here. Let's just see what sort of offers I have. Straight up for Chris Middleton, like, I kind of want to do it. I really do. De'Aaron Fox would even be really nice. I see, like, this is the weird thing. We're in, like, a really weird area, right? It's like a gray area where not a ton of players are actually, like, better than Jimmy Butler that I can trade for. It's like, I'll just keep Jimmy because I get Middleton a lot, and I don't want to get both of them in the same rebuild. So, I guess at this point, maybe I'm going to look to replace one of the backups. I don't even have a backup small forward right now. I think Jeremy Grant's a free agent, but I don't think we have bird rights on him. We do not. So, I am looking for a small forward. Jeremy Grant, of course, is the best player here. Oh, Daniel Gafford's here. What is this contract? I've seen this before. Does anybody know, like, what this contract is? Does it mean he doesn't have a no trade clause here, clearly? I don't really know what that means. It's like weird you can't edit a thing because like this is what a normal contract looks like. I'm going to re-sign Jeremy Grant and I'm probably going to look to trade him, but it's just weird that happens. So I also do want to bring back Simons. I think this team's in a very good spot right now. It's funny we still have a little bit of a cap hold on Chris Paul right there, but I'm going to bring back Simons as well, and then I'm going to figure out a trade. I'm going to be sending Jeremy Grant over to Memphis for Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow is not a guy I use a lot. We're also getting a really valuable unprotected Utah first-round pick, but probably never really going to come to fruition there. So, yeah, this is the team. It's relatively similar than what it was last year, but I'm still excited nonetheless. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So we are here for our third and final season, and the rotation is all set. It's a little bit of a shame to never see CJ McCollum, progress higher than 85. I sent an untapped potential, and his potential was up to an A+. Like, that was at the end of last year, and I don't know. I guess it just never happened. So Westbrook, McCollum, Butler, Markkanen, Embiid, same rotation here for year number 3. Bench is very, very similar. Thibault, Simons, Justice Winslow is the only new addition, and then Isaiah Todd still here as well. Let's see if this team can get another championship. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see the record before the year ended. Well, Giannis is your MVP, 27.5, 14, almost 6 or 5.5. 61 and 21, I believe that was our same record as last year. Moni Bates, rookie of the year. This dude's always a stud. I really want to get him. I might do a rebuild like a couple years into the future and just draft him. Tyrese Halliburton, 6th man of the year. Anthony Davis, defensive player of the year. Vernon Carey Jr., most improved, is in Milwaukee. Interesting. And then Jacob Underwood, once again, is your coach of the year, back-to-back years. So we are a 1 seed, as you saw there. League standings on the year. 5 games ahead of Atlanta. We would have been a 1 seed over there in the West. Wow, 49 games getting it done. How's Ben Simmons doing over there in Portland? I probably should have looked at his stats, maybe more than once. They haven't played small forward. Good to see they don't have him as a 6th man. But let's go ahead and look at some player stats on the year for us. Let's see if scoring can go up a little bit. Markkanen, Embiid, Westbrook, Butler, McCollum. All right, looks like scoring maybe went up just a tad. Rebounds per game was Embiid. Assists was Westbrook. Team stats in the year, points per game. weren't as bad, and we're more in the middle of the pack. Defensively, we were still first by over 10 points, and it did give us the best differential. So we got Chicago here, round number 1, not the easy. Oh my God, they have Cade Cunningham too. Dude, these are the 2 guys that are always like the biggest cheat codes, I guess. Like once you get into a couple years in the future, they always develop and they always turn into absolute studs. Bobby Portis, Wendell Carter Jr., Kobe White. Let's see what we can get done here. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. We are... Okay, come on. I'm not losing to like LaMelo Ball and Cade Cunningham right now. They're both very, very good, but come on. We're up 3-1, and we do end up winning in 5. All right, cool to see. Rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals here in the Eastern Conference semifinals this year. Christian Lander. Who? I don't know. Dante DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, Vernon Carey Jr. All right, I'm trying to beat them. That would obviously, be nice, but that's a really good team right there. Funny enough, George Hill, I believe, was their starting point guard last year. But, yeah, Christian Lander is now their new point guard. Atlanta here, Eastern Conference Finals, Trae Young, Anthony Edwards. Oh, my God. This team is sick. This looks like a team like I would build. Like, oh, God damn. That's a really good team. It's Minnesota and Memphis over there in the West. Come on, let's get by Atlanta here. That would be super nice. Whoop, my phone fell. We do end up winning in 5 and rematch of last year's NBA Finals. Yeah, not much has changed there. Let's see if we can go back-to-back here. That would be really, really nice. We are tied at 1-1 with... Oh, my God, don't know. We lose in 5. Ja Morant time in the NBA. He wins Finals MVP as they do beat us in 5. So, unfortunately, we did not win a second championship, but we did get one for CJ McCollum, Russell Westbrook, Larry Markkinen, Jimmy Butler, I guess, as well. So, I mean, has anybody on this team won a ring before? Let me just look. It would be more of the veterans. Tyler Ulis, no. Has he? No. Etuan Moore hasn't won a championship. I don't think so, anyways. Yeah, no. Etuan Moore, no. Torrey Craig, no. Kenneth Faried, has Kenneth Faried won? This is like a really weird thing right now. Nope. Al-Farouq Amino, I don't think so. So I don't think anybody on this team's won a ring before. I definitely could have been wrong about that one. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. It would mean a lot to me. Let's see if we can maybe hit 300 likes. That would be cool. Let me know any other video ideas you have down below in the comments section. That about does it for me, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.